Scarves and Spikes, Sydney, Tyler, Henry, and Tommy join us shortly. As gentlemen, it's been a while since we've all been together. How was your Thanksgiving? Eat a lot of food and enjoy a lot of
It
good
was hidden.
beverages.
I was muted at the moment, but
Yes,
yes.
you were. Good to hear.
Again, as a pilgrim, we do take this holiday very seriously.
Yes, you do. I'm sure you
And
do.
this was no exception. It was the first Thanksgiving, actually, that we made just enough food. And when
Yeah,
I say just enough, like we didn't have leftovers for like 4 days. We only had leftovers for like almost 2.
nice.
And the
Hey,
Only leftovers for 2 days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I told you. It goes
You
big
got-
in our household.
I
And
mean,
we're
you
talking
got
about
four-
a family of 6 here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
You got
6.
four
I mean,
kids, so-
first of all, I have a whole basketball team to feed, okay?
yeah.
And then my in-laws, and
Yeah.
then we had some friends over as well. So ultimately, we ended up having 10 people, which is small because the main event this year is Christmas. So
Yeah. It's a whole different story. I forgot the invite, by the way. Or I missed the invite, by the way.
Showing my face on your
hey,
shirt.
Cindy, you're welcome anytime. Anytime you want to come down and eat some food.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Sorry.
Henry, how's okay. Lost my train of thought. Henry, how was your Thanksgiving? I think we talked about this on Monday, right?
Yeah, I think we did.
Repeat. Okay.
I don't want to say anything, but we talked like 3 days ago. So,
Okay.
but no, it was good. It was a chill Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, nothing too crazy to report. Honestly,
Yeah.
just had a good time, relaxed, and yeah, just kind of reset.
Good. Good to know. Good to hear. Good to hear.
How was yours?
I was in Florida. I was in Florida with family. So my wife and I drove down with the dog to Central Florida. Did Disney on Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. Not super busy, but busy enough. As we were leaving the park, there were like a ton of people trying to get in for, I guess, this holiday thing that they do with Mickey Mouse, and that's a big deal. So we came at just the right time. But yeah, gentlemen, back here in the ATL, off season full swing for Atlanta United, and then of course the World Cup draw coming up on Friday. We'll talk about that a little bit later on here in the show, probably toward the back end. But I mean, we obviously have to start out off the top, of course, with the news about Garth Lagerwey. And first and foremost, it's tough to hear the news that he is stepping away from Atlanta United or not coming back from his leave of absence, and the news, of course, dropping on Monday. So we want to kind of talk about it here off the top to sort of set the table of where Atlanta United is headed. First things first, all the best to him, thanking and praying for him. And cancer sucks. Cancer is a horrible, deadly disease, and certainly hope that Garth can beat it. And since he is now not coming back to the team, he can really dive headfirst and focus on his health. So holidays, I'm sure, will be tough with him, fighting this disease, but hopefully comes on the other end of it cancer free. Don't know what the specifics, guys, are of his condition, but right now the move is Atlanta United will, if you didn't hear, hire a new president / CEO who will oversee both Atlanta United and the NWSL team. Not in the sporting side, because both teams will have different sporting directors. Chris Henderson over Atlanta United, and a future hire for, of course, NWSL Atlanta. But it's kind of a shock, guys. We obviously, he has stepped away to focus on getting better. He came back briefly when another leave his absence, and now learning that he's not coming back to Atlanta United. When he came over 3 years ago, this was not the conclusion to his tenure we expected. Not the conclusion to his tenure anybody expected. But again, like, his health is the number one priority, and let's hope he gets better.
Yeah.
Tyler.
Henry, go ahead.
Henry.
Yeah, I don't have too much to say on it. Just that yeah, cancer's a horrible, horrible disease, and it sucks that it had to end this way, like his tenure with Atlanta United, because he came in like I think over 3 years ago now, and he was one of the top sports soccer executives in MLS, right?
Mhm.
And man, he brought good ideas and all of that, and it was kind of the start of a new era, I want to say. Um, and so yeah, I mean, and I had some interactions with him as well because he would pop in through the press box to get to kind of like the owner's box, which is where he would sit. But he'd come through there, and we'd get to chat with him a little bit. I remember also, I don't know if it was the last media game or the media game before that, but we also were kind of sitting down with him and just chatting after the fact because he would always
No,
Yeah.
last
just
one,
to
I
hang
think.
out
Yeah.
for after that media game when we'd have a little uh, kind of mix zone or what's it called, a mixer, not a mix zone, just a fun little thing where we just ate and whatever and
A happy
talked.
hour.
That, yeah, I forgot the word, but yeah, that,
Yeah.
and he's always just a genuine, a
Yeah.
nice, very genuine person. So, yeah, I appreciate that, and I wish him all the best, him and his family, because I know that this has got to be a very tough time for them.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
I don't know, obviously, kind of where he's at with everything. I refuse to speculate besides anything but the best because I just want to put out the best into the universe.
Yeah.
Um, but no matter what, right? Like, take away any particular reason why. And he really did love this club, does love this club. Like, he's only a couple of days officially removed. Um, but like he loves Atlanta. I remember being at the theater in the beginning of the season when the documentaries were coming out, right? And just having a conversation with him, not really talking much about Atlanta United, but just talking about like being a dad. And it was, you know, just the most casual conversation, like a couple of dads hanging out in the backyard having a beer type chat, and that's the
Yeah.
kind of guy that Garth has been in his entire time here. He's super approachable, super nice. But he's a good guy. He's a good dad, he's a good man. And ultimately, no matter what happens, because again, I won't speculate. I'm not going to. Um, but no matter what, I hope that he comes out on the back end of this healthier and stronger than he was going into it. That's all I
Yeah.
want for him and his kids and his family, his wife, everything. Like,
Yeah.
that's all I care about. So, Garth, if you are listening, definitely know that the thoughts and prayers are absolutely with you from everybody for
Yeah.
sure. And we wish you nothing
100%.
but the best.
Not just here in Atlanta, but around the league, I'm
Yep.
sure. This really reverberated around the league. So yeah, I definitely echo that. I'm sure Henry does as well. Just to kind of catch everybody up in Garth's absence, it was Chris Henderson, Skate Notzinger, and Demetrios Estasi. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce his name, unfortunately. Demetrios. Sorry.
Sorry,
If he's-
Demetrius.
sorry if you're listening. But yeah,
Is it
those three.
Estafio, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, but those three have been kind of sharing the duties of running Atlanta United in Garth's absence, and that will, I imagine, continue in the interim until again they hire this overarching. I think it was referred to, guys. I don't remember where, as a super president or something like that. I could be getting that terminology wrong, but
I haven't heard that, but
it'll
that
be-
makes sense.
yeah, I'll have to look it up to get the specific wording, and I don't remember where it was. But this individual would be over at Atlanta United again, over at NWSL Atlanta coming in 2028. Again, maybe not so much with the sporting side, but with the administrative side. And Omer was asking in the chat here on YouTube, would Skate Notzinger be considered a candidate? I wouldn't be surprised if Skate was to be considered. I wouldn't be surprised if she were promoted. I know nothing about the inner workings of what's going on. Like Tyler, I don't want to speculate on what's happening. I do know a global search is going on, and she at least would have exposure already to the workings of AMB. So I don't know. It remains to be seen. It's a massive curveball, guys, of course, because again, the news sort of came out of nowhere on Monday. I think it was Doug that reported it first. The Five Strike final, the Athletic Felipe, contributing details to it, but it's tough. It's tough news. And like you said, Tyler, don't want to speculate on how things are going health wise. Just hope that he gets better.
Yeah, and I mean, where it goes from here, that's anybody's guess. Like you said, they are doing a global search. I think Skate absolutely. I don't think A&B would be doing their due diligence if you don't consider folks like Skate. I mean, Skate's been
Sure.
here twice now. This is her second time in the organization, and kind of like you said, knows the ins and outs. So yeah, I mean, you have to look, and look, Skate knows the business, right? Like, all aspects of it. There's an article that I did early last year where I talked to Skate for a little bit, just talking about some of the camps and clinics and things that Atlanta does that, it doesn't get the first team news. That's why we try to report on it. We try to cover it, just like we did with the twos in the academy and everything. But like, it's just those little things that, like, Skate's one of those people that keeps that train rolling with all the grease and everything else that needs to happen, because it is a big organization beyond just the first team stuff. So yeah, I mean, look, throw Skate in the conversation.
Yeah.
And then from there, I mean, look, you got to go with somebody who knows MLS, who can evolve, but you need somebody also who knows soccer, I think.
Yeah, I wish we could give you like a list of like potential candidates of who that would be, and we just don't have it yet. And I'm sure, with the holidays and all that, we won't learn anything immediately. Maybe some stuff leaks out in terms of who that might be or who your candidate might be, but just bringing it up real quick. Henry, do you have something else to add to what Tyler said? I just want to jump in.
Just something very, very brief, and it's that I wouldn't be surprised if this position is filled by some executive from overseas, from someone in Europe, because there are several clubs in Europe that handle both men's and women's teams, and several people have had that responsibility before. And I think if you want to, this organization, Arthur Blank has talked a lot about making this organization competitive, Atlanta United competitive, and one of the best, not just in the United States, but the world, right? And the way you do that is by bringing in people who have managed these things before and who have managed projects of this magnitude. And right now we're talking about not just directing an MLS club that is, already existed and has an infrastructure, but also building an NWSL team from scratch, right? So you're going to want someone who has experience running them, and someone in Europe who has experience running them would be perfect, I think, for this job. And yeah, I just think that would be probably one of the places to look, because that's where that's big. And not saying that it's not big here. Obviously, you have NWSL and MLS and that tie, but I just think the way that AMBSC is run, maybe someone with that experience in Europe would be better for the project that Atlanta and Arthur Blank are trying to build.
Yeah, obviously more to come, I'm sure, down the road here, but yeah, just a big job to fill for whoever ends up in it. Let's get Tommy in here. And Tommy, what was kind of your reaction to learning about the news about Garth Lagerwey on Monday?
Well, first off, I apologize that I'm late. I was actually interviewing for the position. Funny thing is, I actually ran into Rich McKay in the hallway, and we crossed paths. I was like, "I'm taking this job." Not
in
you.
your house?
Yeah. We just happened to be. That's where
That's where
he happened to be in Ohio today.
Right.
Was Connie there?
You were talking about scouting Europe. They're scouting Ohio for the position.
Well, right then.
Terrible. I felt terrible about it, because when you hear that, there's very likely that things aren't going well. We don't know exactly what's going on, but if he's, the original thing is that he was going to come back, and he did come back. Probably, I think, maybe a little bit sooner than what at least I expected in my mind
Yeah.
that he was coming back, and then he this comes out here, and then it's like it just doesn't sound good. And like I've been a Garth Lagerwey defender throughout the years when, obviously people I think had some very high expectations of where this team was going to go when he was brought on. And look, I've the entire time that he's been here, I've enjoyed listening to him talk about his philosophies and
Oh.
what he looks at for players, and just how he looks at the league in general. He's obviously he's a legend in the space of MLS here, and when he talks, people listen here. So I mean, I just hope that we can get updates about him, how he's doing here, and just wish the best to him and his family from there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um,
Go ahead. I didn't know if you had anything else super quick or.
No, I mean, if I'm not hired here, I mean, this I tweeted this out a couple days ago with the whole AMB SE. I was not
Yes.
confident on the last two
That's
letters.
it. You
Yes.
got it. The sports and
Sports and
entertainment.
entertainment.
I know AMB, and then
Good.
it's gonna be an interesting year for them. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a very interesting year because you obviously have to start filling the NWSL team here. Now you have to fill this new role that's going to look over both teams. Atlanta United just brought on Tata Martino back here. The Falcons are in complete disarray right now. Complete disarray of where they are, despite beating the Buffalo Bills a few months ago. Sorry, Sydney. And
No, you're not.
once the new year hits, the
Continue.
joke will be gone. The joke will be gone once January 1st and the ball drops, not the bell.
Yeah.
The ball drops.
Beach.
I'll stop that. But I mean, they've look. If I'm Arthur Blank right now and looking and how his teams have been performing basically since, I mean, Mercedes-Benz Stadium opened. I know Atlanta United had a short window there, which was a fun window, an absolute fun 3 years that we had. His teams suck. His teams have been real bad, and there's just no other way of saying it. I mean, we've talked about it throughout the years about how you've gone to Mercedes-Benz Stadium for like an event, and you're like, wow, it's so loud in here. It's usually not for the fans the Atlanta fans that are here. It's visiting fans of going, especially when you go to Falcons games. It's more away fans coming to the stadium than home ones here. And you could count on a hand probably of combined of these two teams of the Falcons and Atlanta United that have really given us some special moments since 2020 here. And they got to be able to find the right people in charge to make these right decisions. And the fire Rich McKay thing's kind of just become a joke with us. And you never thought that the Rich McKay joke would be on an Atlanta United podcast, but they did this to themselves. They announced this a while ago that he was going to look over this squad here. But man, they've got to get this specific position that they're going to bring in to look over these two clubs. I think it's just absolutely huge of what you have here, right?
Yeah, I have a question about that because this brought up a very interesting point that I wanted to ask y'all about.
Yeah.
Because I cannot follow the Falcons the way that I used to. I refuse. I've even watched a couple of games this season, and my wife has looked at me and said, "Why are you doing this to yourself?
Right.
You know how much this ruins your day." Literally, exact words. So, you mentioned this over the past, let's say, since 2020, because we can name on a hand or two for Atlanta United those moments that you're talking about where it's like, oh, that was good, right?
Right.
What have the Falcons actually done? And this is a genuine question.
They've never made the playoffs in this new stadium.
Right. And so has there been, I mean, there really hasn't been much of anything because if you look back at the past couple of seasons, every game, almost, not everyone, that'd be a little exaggerated, but many games that they do win, they win by a very narrow margin, if they win at all. And I just feel like
it means that they're exciting.
No, that's not what we want. All
Oh,
right.
that's a-
I don't
that's
No,
want
a-
that.
some of them are. I was at that overtime win last year, and I think I came on here immediately after and said, I have not heard that stadium that loud
Yeah.
since Atlanta United won MLS Cup. And that was a crazy game. Absolutely
Mm.
crazy comeback for win in there. I know this isn't a Falcons podcast, but it leads into the whole vibe of it. But yeah, I mean, there have not been many special moments in that stadium overall since 2020 for both teams combined.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say. I mean, I agree. I mean, I still think Atlanta United, even though we covered them and they have been up and down. I'm not gonna sit here and say they've been atrocious, right? Like they've had very good moments. It just
Better than
consistently has
Montreal.
not been
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Can't talk
I mean-
shit about Vancouver anymore. So
Right.
sorry,
Yeah,
Vancouver.
you can't do that anymore at all.
You got to go to the other Canadian
Western
team.
Conference champions. Yeah.
You have some, you have some Almada moments, right? The free kick, the two goals opening day 2023. You have Sean De Silva against Miami last year. You have this is a personal one to me, but you have Marcelino Moreno taking on 5 DC United players and then laying it off to Bello for a tap in. Like little things like that, where it's like, okay, those moments were bangers to me. And that place, it got hyped for it. I don't go to Falcons games. So that was a genuine question. Like, what have they realistically done over the past couple of seasons to hype this organization up? Because what the Falcons do, it doesn't directly affect everything with United, but it does have a little bit of a sway.
Yeah. So I guess my question to your question is, whoever they bring in for this, again, I forget the exact the elevated role, according to Felipe Cardenas, just quoting him, this elevated role, how much of that will be over the sporting side of things? Chris will be over sporting for Atlanta United. Whoever this candidate is coming into NWSL will be over sporting for NWSL. How much influence will this president have? I imagine he or she will just be giving oversight and leaving the sporting decisions to the people that need to be making the sporting decisions. I mean, what do you guys think, Henry? What are your thoughts?
I think you're exactly on the right track. I think for Atlanta United, I really don't think much of anything is going to change. I mean, obviously, you're going to have a new person overseeing what is, all of the infrastructure parts of the club, the training ground and stuff like that. All of that obviously is going to be overseen by this president or super president or whatever you want to call him. But as far as the soccer decisions, as in who's getting signed, who is making the personnel decisions as far as the coach and the scouting and, all the other staff and other bits, that'll's just going to end up falling under either, Chris Henderson or Skate or Demetrius or one of those 3 people, right? But most of the soccer related things will be Chris Henderson, which is the exact same thing that we're having right now. I know that the report was that, yes, it was kind of it was Chris Henderson that led the search for Tata Martino, right?
Yeah.
So there you go. I mean, he's already kind of taken the reins there. He's surely capable. I mean, I think we've seen his work. So he's gonna do that. And then I imagine for NWSL, they're gonna have someone in a similar role to Chris, who's going to take care of that sporting side of NWSL Atlanta. And then whoever the super president is or president or whatever is pretty much just going to be an overall kind of overseer of everything.
Yeah.
Of the much, much bigger picture.
They're just going to let the sporting people do the sporting decisions.
I don't think that they're going to be the people that come in and say, "Oh, go sign so and so for this club."
Right.
I mean, maybe if it's like a big name or something, they might be somewhat involved in bringing them over, but I don't see them being that hands-on as far as acquisitions and that kind of thing.
I don't think I disagree with you, but I do think that they're there for an extra layer of support.
Yeah.
Throughout it, and depending on what their experience is, who it is, because I think if think about the 2 hires of the position of of where Garth Lagerwey was here, and with the president, you had one guy that was a former MLS GM of the year, and then you had another guy that obviously big on the business side. I don't really know the full Darren Eales background there, but I mean, he really wasn't. I don't think giving too much support, I think, to Carlos as far as bringing in players and maybe just giving a little bit of advice, but I don't think as much as like Garth Lagerwey would do because he had that experience. So I think it's just who you bring in, and if they do have experience with that, then yeah, they might give their 2 cents. If it's more of a business person and he's just like, hey, I was playing with my kid in EAFC, and this guy's fast. Maybe you should bring him on. And it's like a joke. Like then obviously he's not going to do it. But I just think it's whoever fills the role here.
Yeah.
I will throw
Any
this
other
out.
kind of
This has to do with Rich McKay. All right, y'all are gonna love this.
Checking for
Because
Connie.
it got brought up in the chat. Eli asking where are the $2 hot dogs. You can thank Rich McKay for the $2 hot dog.
Oh, see,
this is an actual page on Mercedes-Benz Stadium's website. This is a whole page. Classic hot dog. $2.
It just says classic hot dog.
Yes.
What?
So I guess for those, I guess we take it for granted, right? For those of y'all that don't know,
No, hold on. Why is there a page that just says classic hot dog?
I don't because they're proud of it. I don't know.
How did you find this?
Google.
Would you Google Rich McKay hot dog?
No,
I expect you to find something way different. Way different.
Don't do that.
Oh God!
Don't Google that. Just Google Mercedes-Benz Stadium hot dog.
But how did you?
They couldn't at least put like a picture of it there.
What was it? It just said classic hot dog, and it was a picture of Rich McKay.
That would be amazing. But here's the thing: Rich McKay came out and said, "We're trying to replicate like street food pricing," and a lot of that had to do with like so many stadiums, right? Like we know we talk about it all the time how Mercedes-Benz has the best prices for food, blah blah blah. So if y'all want to harp on the front office, I have to come to defense of the food pricing because that did have to do with our good friend Rich McKay and the classic hot dog at $2. Interestingly, they were $2. And then in 2019, when the stadium went cashless, they actually dropped down to $1.50. And then they went back up to $2.
Gotta pay those credit card fees. Baby.
Interesting.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. So I say all that to say that whoever they bring in to cover both of these positions, please don't mess with the hot dog prices, even though that's in the territory and not Atlanta United and the NWSL team.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift can't even come in and change the hot dog price.
Right. Yeah. No, exactly. Any other thoughts on?
But I thought I wanted to just put it up there. Team saying we need Mickey to be a classic hot dog next season. I'm not sure what that means, but I just thought it was funny.
So many innuendos here. And we haven't even got the varsity involved yet with the naked dog.
Yeah.
What?
I'm out.
Yeah. Just any other quick Garth Lagerwey things before we have a possible signing coming in, but any possible reported potential signing, but any other quick Garth Lagerwey thoughts before we kind of turn the page and do some housekeeping too. We got to do a little housekeeping too.
No, Garth, praying for you. I hope you get more than better. I hope you are completely on the rebound, and you come out and have a beer with us at the World Cup or something. Get better.
No, absolutely, 100%. Speaking of the World Cup, that is coming up relatively soon, gentlemen, next year. And the World Cup draws on Friday. Scarves and Spikes will be there. I'll be on site at the Kennedy Center covering that, hopefully with a live blog coming up on Friday. So go to scarvesandspikes.com for all the coverage of the World Cup draw as the United States and everybody else finds out who they will be playing in the World Cup. We won't find out who the U.S. will be playing or who will be playing at Mercedes-Benz Stadium until Saturday. They'll be done. Schedule will be done on a separate show for FIFA, but the World Cup draw is coming up on Friday, and we'll be covering it from the Kennedy Center. So stay tuned to scarfsandspikes.com, our social media channels, YouTube, and the whole 9 yards for that. Also go to
How long are you staying there?
Just for the weekend.
Like
leaving
the whole
Friday
weekend?
morning, came next Saturday. Leaving Friday morning, came next Saturday. So it'll be a quick turnaround.
I got a restaurant for you. I'll send you a good
What's
restaurant
that?
to go down there.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah,
off the top of
no.
my head, but I went there once and I ate some good food.
Yeah.
What do you
Let
wear
me
to
know.
what do
Give
you
me the
wear
scoops.
to this event? Do you like wear a tuxedo?
Henry was just asking me that. As a media member, I
Oh.
don't think I need to dress up like or a 3-piece suit or anything like that. The dignitaries in the actual theater will be, but not the media.
Yeah, I could get you a cool little cane and a
Watch
top hat.
everyone be wearing a
No, that's-
suit, and then it's just Sydney there with his jeans.
No.
Oh, get a monocle.
I
A
wouldn't
monocle.
get that. Maybe. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
100% in a parking lot.
Coming out of the Patreon budget. It's going to be coming out of the Patreon budget. Maybe for the World Cup, I can wear that. No, but yeah, scarsandspikes.com is where you can go for a Lady United coverage of the draw. There's a link to our store there where you can get hats, hoodies, cups. We have our holiday collection out there as well. A t-shirt with the guys on there, us and the guys on there, sweatshirts with us and the guys on there, the whole 9 yards. So there's a link at scarsandspikes.com. I mentioned Patreon, patreon.com/scarsandspikes. We're doing a mailbag episode just for our Patreon backers. So if you want in on that, subscribe to Patreon, get access to our Discord as well. On social media, we're at Scarfs the Letter and Spikes on X, scarsandspikes.com on Blue Sky, Scarves and Spikes on Instagram and Threads, and of course, facebook.com/Scarves and Spikes. That's how you can follow us. And we'll give you our personal social media handles toward the end of the show.
What, by the way, really quick,
Yes, Tyler.
what are we, Tommy? I think because you've been trying to orchestrate a lot of this. What are we doing on December 17th?
Oh, it's our Christmas show, and
Oh.
last year we did it, and it was wild.
It was fun.
Dude, I was hungover the next day too. It was really but we plan on doing some fun things for it. We're gonna have some giveaways. It's gonna be a magical time. We're gonna
Guests,
Stay tuned.
giveaways.
I've reached out to every Home Alone 3 cast member that is currently still alive, trying to get somebody. Scarlett Johansson will not respond back to me. I've been reaching out to Colin Jost. I've been reaching out to Colin, seeing if he can get her on, but yeah.
Let us know if that happens, though. That'll
see.
be very impressive. But no, that's coming up here in the next couple of weeks, December 17th. It'll be live at 7 p.m. on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, please consider watching this on YouTube and watching the show live or on demand anytime you want. Just like all of our content here on the Scars and Spikes YouTube channel and on the podcast feed as well. Also, World Cup week, guys. We did an interview just real quick. We did an interview with the guys from Terminal City FC talking about Vancouver, the Vancouver
MLS
Whitecaps.
Cup, not World Cup.
I was about to say, wait.
MLS Cup.
Hold
MLS
up.
Cup. Yeah, MLS Cup. We did an interview with the guys from Terminal City FC talking about Vancouver. We have a video coming up as well with Chris from the Battered Herons talking about Inter Miami, and then a video interview with Jake Zivin with his thoughts on the match. We'll be calling the match, of course, on MLS Season Pass, or I should say Apple TV on Saturday. It is free with an Apple TV or an Apple ID, I should say. Don't need an Apple TV account to watch MLS Cup. So want to just drop that in there as well. Just sign up for an Apple ID. It's absolutely free. You'll be able to watch MLS Cup. But our content will be, on the Scars and Spikes YouTube channel. We'll be doing a watch along as well. Starting around, I think, 2:15.
The Home Alone 3.
Sorry, 2:15 on Saturday, right? Maybe Home Alone 3, maybe another time. But
if the game sucks,
Saturday,
we'll switch over to Home Alone 3.
But team, we actually did have this conversation about a Patreon Home Alone 3 watch along, which means at least two of us will have to sit through Home Alone 3 and comment on it as we watch it.
I did find a song on Spotify. It was called Home Alone 3, but it's just shit talking Home Alone 3 the entire time. So we won't play that song ever on there.
No.
Really?
It's a
Yeah.
family show. We were not gonna.
Somebody went out of their way to put this on Spotify. Crap talking, one of the best holiday movies ever made.
Dude, I'm telling you, this
That's
world's a
wild.
weird place, man.
I am here with what Team said real quick. We need a haberdashery in Atlanta. Top hat, cane, cape, like the whole 9 yards. I want Sydney. I want you rolling up to the Signia next year wearing all of this.
You could go viral. Be like, who is that dashing man sitting there waiting for the World Cup or for the World Cup draw? Now I'm thinking MLS Cup draw. World Cup draw.
Right?
Opposite line. This is what happens in December when there's no soccer going on. We just lose our minds. Well,
$4,000 Patreon donation. I'll do it.
oh,
Go. Arthur Blank, where you at, buddy?
10,000.
It might be worth
10,000.
it for a monocle, Sydney.
10,000.
For real.
Edit that. 10,000 is what I meant to say.
Oh, all right. Arthur Blank, please. And
Right. Right. Yeah.
That's chump change for Uncle Arthur.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
You know one thing that we don't have to pay for
What's that?
for Patreon money?
What's that?
This guy's mustache.
Wait,
Look at
what?
this guy's
Hold on.
stash. This thing is growing in. I just had to make sure to zoom in on this real quick because
Wait,
Bravo.
can you not though?
Okay, we're back.
No,
All right,
no,
sorry.
own it. I gave you recommendations for beard oil and products and everything. So own
Yeah.
it. Look, like lean into
Well,
it.
not yet though. I mean, come back in a couple months when it's a little bit more.
Well, you'll get there, but you got to
By
start
the home
somewhere. You
opener.
gotta
By
start
the home opener.
training
By the
it
home
now.
opener, this has to be full.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
I mean,
close
so
to
like every episode, like once a week, we'll give you beard advice. And then come
we'll just read it.
February, whatever,
I feel like I need
you're going to
beard
be
advice.
looking like Teddy Roosevelt. First person I could think
we
of with a beard.
signing?
That
What
wasn't one of
players
us.
are we
All right.
signing? Are we signing anybody?
Anyway, carry on.
Signing all beards.
Somebody tell me who we're signing.
Junior
Well,
Alonso, guys. Oh, sorry.
All right.
No. Well, go ahead.
No, Junior Alonso, Paraguay international, so you might see him in the World Cup in 2026. Obviously knows Miguel Almiron, has played with him at an international level, but plays in the Brasileirão, I think it's pronounced, Henry. The top first division of Brazilian
Brasileirão.
football. Brasileirão.
Close
yeah.
enough.
Yeah, what Henry said. What Henry said. I don't speak Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese.
I don't
But,
speak
no.
Portuguese either.
No, but of course, the reports have been coming out that Atlanta may be close to signing Junior Alonso from Atlético Mineiro in the first division of Brazil, the Serie A
Better.
of Brazil. But I mean, he's a center back, and that means a center back seems to be leaving Atlanta United, presumably. Stian Gregerson? Question mark. I mean, we've talked about his injury history.
He can play as a
What do
left
you guys
back
think?
as well.
He
So
can
just
play as a
throw
left back.
That little bit of dice in there. I mean, yeah, I don't know that you get rid of Pedro, but
I
Pedro,
don't know,
along with
though.
the rest of the team, didn't necessarily do himself any favors
No,
this year either.
not many
So,
people did. But
That's what I'm saying. I mean, nobody really said, "Hey, this is my spot."
I don't know. From the few highlights that I saw of this guy, it's not like he's necessarily like the fastest guy that you would want on
Yeah.
the fullback position, the wingback position, which by the way is very important for what Tata runs. Which I mean, he likes to get the fullbacks forward. I mean, Gressel, Escobar, Garza, they would all get very involved in the attack, and actually their job was literally just run up and down the wing to provide support in the attack, but also come back and help the team defend. So, I mean, I just don't see this guy being that on a Tata team. Do I see him as that center back? Absolutely. He looks very much like a ball playing left-footed center back, which I could absolutely see him in a partnership with like an AME High, who I thought was very solid. You know, the second half of the season that we saw him, he arrived. He looked pretty solid there. Gregerson is one that could potentially be on the way out, but also keep in mind Juan Berrocal is only on loan until June. So the club has the option to potentially not exercise his purchase option. He is on a very large salary that I'm just not sure he's worth. I don't think he's worth what he's being paid. He hasn't shown to be very consistent. He's not really impressed me as far as defensively. I mean, he's had some good moments on the ball. He's been okay, but I don't know. I'm not totally convinced. So I would understand if you're bringing this Junior Alonso guy, which again, this is just one report that we heard. I don't even think we've heard any update on him, and that's been out for about a week or so. But if you bring him in, I would assume he would be a starter next to Mihai in a back four, and that gives you some flexibility if Stian Gregerson is injured, if Juan Berrocal, if the plan is for him to leave. That way you have your two starters, two backups, and you're kind of set in case something happens. Or if you're going to a back three, well, finally you have some depth to be able to do that. And again, keep in mind, guys, Noah Cobb, there's no decision on him yet from Colorado. They have until December 15th to exercise the purchase option on him. So I think once that decision is made, we'll have a clear idea of what the center back core will look like. But I'm assuming right now, and there's not reporting anything, but I am assuming that Noah Cobb is probably gone.
Yeah, I had something, but Tyler, you had your hand up on the video, so
I got to cook real quick.
What's that?
I got to cook real quick. And this goes to Omar. Kind of what he was saying. Do we run a 3-back or a 4-back system? Because that would answer a lot of questions. Mihai, correct me if I'm wrong, but Mihai is naturally left-footed, right?
That's a good question.
I don't know.
We played on both sides, so let me actually look that up.
All right,
well, yes for the
while
argument.
You look that up, I'm gonna try to cook. Assuming Mihai, it doesn't matter whether he is or is not. Alonso is
right-footed.
Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. You have a naturally left-footed center back, and then you have a guy. Because the reason I ask about Mihai is he's been confident playing on the left side the entire latter half of the year, and he's looked pretty good doing it. You look at some of his passes that he's made, especially coming up on the end of the season, and he has that through ball in him that can bypass everybody. And then whether it's Stian or Noah Cobb or some unnamed person we don't know yet, because there are a lot of questions. Stian, injuries. Noah Cobb, we don't know if he's coming back. I would love to see Noah Cobb back in this organization, but I don't know if it's going to happen.
Me too.
But ultimately, you're going to have another right-footed center back who is going to be starting caliber, I feel. So if you go to a back three, you have a lot of things that you can do with those other two on the wings or the wing backs. And if you take Miguel Almiron, who Tata, he said, sitting right there, said that he wants to build this team around as much as possible. If you take him and put him where he belongs, then I think the center backs that you have either in the pipeline right now, the rumors, or the ones that are already part of the organization, I think they are exactly what a attack led by Miguel Almiron needs. It very much reminds me, and I say all that to say, it reminds me very much of a Michael Parkhurst, LGP. You got the brains back there. You have the kind of walking yellow card capability, but the guy that's not going to take any crap. And you've got a guy that can, kind of help out and break glass in case of emergency, right? And I know Tata wasn't here at the time, but that's kind of the Miles Robinson type player. So you have options. Tata has options on who he can play, because if you have those three, you can play a back three or you can play a back four and change things up a little bit. So I think really it all does start with how they handle this center back situation, because everything builds out of the back, whether we want to actually play out of the back or not. It all starts with who you have guarding that back line.
So going back to the comment you made and the comment Tata made about building around Miguel Almiron, we talked about the two of them playing with each other, the Paraguayan national team. They've known each other since Cerro Porteño. They went to the Cerro Porteño youth system together. They were teammates at Cerro Porteño for several years before Almiron went to Lanús and then Atlanta United. So they have a very strong relationship built from Yeah, absolutely. They have a very strong relationship based on going to the youth team together and then playing on the Cerro Porteño senior team. But looking at Alonso, he also played for Leo, and he was at Leo the same time as Luis Araujo as well. So
Throw $1 in the
there's that,
jar.
right?
What a
It was coming.
connection.
Right. No, but there's that.
Zilf, where you at, buddy? Come in. You got to defend your boy.
No, but there's that connection and that relationship that he's built with Miguel Almiron that Tata is keen on. And he's saying, hey, Miggy, who's a player that you feel can help us get to where we need to be? And I'm sure Miggy has told him, hey, Junior Alonso, who I know, who I've played with on the national team, who I played with on the youth setup at Cerro Porteño. And I would imagine Alonso knows very well, just like Miggy did when he came to Atlanta United the first time, who Tata Martino is, what Tata Martino was. So that's very promising in regards to A, just building around Miggy, and then B, getting the players in here that can really elevate Atlanta United, much of the way that we saw in 2017 when Atlanta was being built and when Tata Martino just arrived. So very promising, and Alonso won't be the first name that's connected to Atlanta United. He won't be the last, but yeah, it's very promising, I think, from the looks of it and from the sounds of it, considering the relationship that Miggy and Alonso already have, guys.
I've talked enough. Y'all carry on.
Tommy.
This team needs some changes. I mean, across the board, and this is rumor one. Great. I mean, it's December. Just think about how quick things will pass us by here in a couple of weeks. The holidays are coming up, and then we're going to be hungover on January 2nd, and then players are going to start reporting. Maybe they report maybe a week earlier than normal. I don't know if that changes at all because the season starts a little bit earlier than it usually does. I was kind of hoping we'd hear a little bit more at this point, but we haven't yet. But we've right. And you have to also think it does seem that Atlanta United over the past few years have been working in silence a little bit better than the prior group here, where it was you heard a little bit of everything going on well ahead of time. And this team kind of things pop up and a signing happens real quick after that. We'll see.
Yeah. I just want to call this out real quick because Omer said in the chat, is there any concern about Alonso turning 33 in February? I imagine there's a little bit, right? But he's not getting any younger. So I feel like that's a reservation that I would have. What do you guys feel? Do you agree with that or?
Yeah, I mean, look, I'll go back to, I mean, talking about the age reminds me of Ronnie Dyla saying, oh, this team is too old, right? And that's a critique maybe, but look, 32 turning 33, that's not terrible. What age was Michael Parkhurst when he joined Atlanta United?
Sure.
Right?
I was just going to go there. I'm so glad you did.
No,
I mean, I legit don't remember, but he was up there because he retired what, like
35?
3 years later?
Because he retired kind of early, relatively
Yeah,
speaking.
yeah.
I didn't want to ask him again, but like I want to say it was
early 30s when he arrived.
I want to say it was like 31 or 32.
That's Alonso right now, right? That's Junior Alonso right now. He's still, he's still very much got some playing years left. He's starting for the Paraguayan national
33 team when he joined in 2017. There
we go.
Okay.
And so Alonso, if he were to sign, he would start playing at 33, basically. So that's the thing, guys, right? Like age, I think it matters in a more macro scope. If you're getting a bunch of 30-year-olds for your team, that's probably not ideal. But if you have an experienced center back and your other two kind of main guys in the rotation, which are Berrocal and Mihai right now, are 26, turning 27, prime age. Gregerson is 30, turning 31, I believe. But he kind of seems like he's on the way out. That's not terrible, I don't think. I think it's fine to have that experience, international experience for sure. That's a benefit. So I'm not too horribly worried about it. Besides, I've seen kind of some of his game tape, and he doesn't look like he's really slowed down. I mean, physically, he's not a cheetah necessarily as far as his speed, but as far as his game, right? Very, very solid. His tackles have been very, very good, is what I've seen. He's very strong and very accurate with his tackles. He plays some amazing long balls, which I think will be very useful, very deadly. If this team can get 2 decent wingers, that's a big if, because this team has kind of been very miss on wingers recently. But yeah, I think his skill set is one that can be very, very useful in MLS and can be very used very effectively in Tata's system.
Yeah, I don't necessarily. I've never cared in terms of like how much this team pays for a player. I really don't. And I know that's like probably really snobby, and also it's not my money. But I've never really cared much about the price tag behind acquiring a player. Now, the salary cap is one thing, and that does play into the salary cap for sure. And it also plays into like what type of roster spot you can give them, etc. I get all that for sure. But I don't care if we pay $5 million or $5 for a guy. It doesn't matter. If he comes
Better
in
before if you're paying him $5 million.
Yeah. Okay, that for sure. That's after the fact.
I'm not calling names, but
yeah,
go ahead.
You're right. I wasn't going to go with 22 million anyway.
Yeah.
But hey, you know what? Everybody struggled in 2025. It is what it is. I don't care as long as they perform. I mean, but like we're literally about to go into MLS Cup. Watch along. Join us again, by the way, on Saturday. Vancouver, short of Thomas Mueller, has not gone out and spent a crap ton of money on players, but they have a bunch of players that like what Vancouver is doing and are bought in, and they're playing as a team. So no, I don't care the price tag. I care if they're going to get along with the team, build the chemistry, and be a part of the collective.
Yeah.
And if they're not, I don't want them. But if you can bring in a guy who, yeah, sure, he might not have the jets of a Miles Robinson or a Steon Gregerson, but if he has the IQ to not only not get caught sleeping on defense, but also has the IQ to play balls in up to the top where this team is actually investing a lot of money, bring that all day. Bring it all day. I don't care how much you pay for. I could care less. Yeah. Make it happen. If Tata Martino, who right now is, I think, the one person that every Atlanta United fan trusts, if Tata Martino says, bring that guy, period. It doesn't get any easier.
Are you on the Junior Alonso bandwagon then?
Yeah, I'll go with it. If Tata Martino said, hey, I want that guy, yes, I'm on that bandwagon, period. I'm on the Tata Martino bandwagon. He's a great cameraman, by the way. If you didn't see that video, you should.
He is a great cameraman. If you don't know what we're talking about, Kevin. If you don't know what we're talking about, go to the FIFA World Cup 26 X account, and you'll see what we're talking about. Johannes was in there. Kevin was hosting, and you spoiled the surprise, though.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean. You know what? I just saw your little message. I didn't mean to do that. It was totally inadvertent.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good. I forgive you.
Do it. You're
so
good. You're here.
So Alonso Almiron will play for Paraguay, who will be in the World Cup, guys, next year. And there's a good chance that they'll be playing at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the World Cup. And the draw, we'll touch on that, is on Friday again. I'll super quickly go through sort of the scenarios. US is in pot 1. They are Team D1, and then they'll play whoever's drawn into Group D. So potential teams that could be drawn into Group D, I'll just call it a few names: Colombia, Croatia, Norway, Jordan, Cape Verde, Ghana, New Zealand. So you have some options there.
What a crap show pot B could be.
I just don't want it to be Colombia because I feel
watch
like
it be.
I feel like if both of them are there, one of them is not going to come out of the group stage.
Yeah.
100%.
Watch it be. Yeah. Watch it be United States, Colombia, Norway, and Jordan.
Oh God.
So, or no, I'm sorry, United States, Colombia, Norway, and Italy, because they also play Colombia. They
Italy's
also
in
play
pot
Erling
4?
Haaland. Italy is in pot 4 because they have to go through UEFA playoff, or the UEFA playoff. That's where Italy is right now.
By the way,
yes.
who is that striker that plays that's going to be playing in his first World Cup for one of those teams? Who?
Erling Haaland.
Yeah,
I think
that guy.
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
I've heard a thing or two. What a crap show. Yeah, like this is the thing. The way that this is drawn, it could be good for Colombia and the US, or it could be really, really tough.
Yeah. Imagine if you're
Cape Verde,
Colombia.
by the way.
Yeah. Imagine if you're Colombia, you have to face potentially, well, they won't face Argentina, France, because they're drawn into separate parts of the bracket. But that could be an interesting little group that Colombia could be drawn in. Uruguay, I want no part in. I'm sorry. It's Switzerland. You'll look at pot 2, Japan, Senegal, Iran, South Korea, Ecuador, Australia. Either one of those teams, guys, could give the United States heartburn. Pot 3, of course, has Norway and Erling Haaland. It also has Paraguay, so there's a possibility that the U.S. could play Paraguay in the group stage match. Also have Saudi Arabia, South Africa, and then pot 4, like I said, Jordan, Cape Verde, Ghana, New Zealand. The 4 playoff teams from UEFA, and then the 2 playoff tournament winners, which one of them could be Iraq. Let's be honest, but it's going to be interesting. I feel like the United States could be top 2 in the group. I feel like it's top 2 or bust, but it's going to be interesting to see how this draw comes out. I don't know if there's going to be a real group of death because of how things are spread out, but I guess what's your kind of dream group for the United States?
Not Colombia and Italy.
Yeah, not Colombia and Italy. I think we agree.
I mean, look, no offense.
Are you scared of Italy?
Yeah. Yes.
You're Italian, right, Tommy?
I am, but I haven't been confident with this team since they won the Euros.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. Italy is still a country that has more than 16 people in it. I don't care. All right.
I want to go pasta la vista.
Get him out. Get him out of the show right now. Get him out.
Sorry, guys.
All my Italian relatives just flipped over in their grave. Get him out. Get him out of here.
I'll throw out just one more team that the U.S. could play coming out of pot 4, who haven't qualified yet because they have to go through the UEFA playoff, is Turkey. And Turkey haven't been to a World Cup since 2002. That's the year they finished 3rd in the World Cup. And Turkey right now has Arda Güler.
Crazy.
Oh, absolutely. So they haven't been to the World Cup since, but they're back in 2026. Arda Güler from Real Madrid is part of the team. And obviously, at 20 years old, one of the top young players in the world. So if the U.S. gets drawn with Turkey, they'll have to face Arda Güler. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. And of course, like I said, I'll be there covering it. We'll hear from the U.S. standpoint. We'll hear from Pochettino. We'll hear from Pulisic as well after the draw is done to get their thoughts on what the group looks like for the U.S. men's national team. And then one other player, I forget who it is, that we'll hear from as well. I'm looking up right now. But yeah, we'll get some time with them after the draw. Tyler Adams, Chris Richards, and Tim Ream. So we'll get some time with them. And yeah, I'm excited. The U.S. should get to the knockout stage, let's be real. But yeah, I'm excited to see who makes it or what the groups are for the World Cup. And again, we'll be covering it from the Kennedy Center on Friday.
Yeah, and I was going to say, like, for sure, lock in on the Scarves and Spikes social media, because we're going to be releasing something really cool on Friday morning before all this goes down. So definitely keep an eye on all the social media stuff.
Yeah.
All of it. So Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, technically Threads is included in that as well. Facebook, all of it. But be a really cool feature on scarvesandspikes.com, which may be also titled something else on Friday.
Are we reviewing the moose?
We
What are you
can.
talking about?
The mascot.
Oh,
mascot.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
Do you know how many people
yes.
tagging me in that stupid mascot?
You had
Grandma
to
said
remember
it
this.
the other day. Did you see the mascot?
Right.
It's a moose.
Well, it's one of the
You know what?
mascots.
I'm
at
actually
least.
kind of disappointed in you,
people.
Tommy. I need you to lean into this more than you already have.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Did
Get
you wear a
yourself
moose
some
costume?
antlers and
Like, what are we doing anyway? While he goes and
Yeah.
redresses,
Oh.
for sure. Follow all the social media, because Friday morning we'll have something really, really cool coming out. Keep an eye on it. Check it out. It will serve as your one-stop shop for everything related to the World Cup in Atlanta. Now, obviously, this is a countrywide thing, so we will definitely be pushing everything related to it. But for Atlanta, there it is. Definitely keep an eye on Scrubbers and Spike's website and our social media.
Yeah. It'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
That is amazing.
Even Tommy with his moose hat.
See, I don't know why this is the first time you have put this on this show.
I'm the mascot.
I am incredibly disappointed.
he is the moose.
My grandma has had this since like 1970 something.
Really?
What's the tag? Okay. Animal
1970,
hats.
That's
1982, the year I was born.
Oh, wow.
No way,
It's
dude.
a long time.
dang.
I wasn't even around that year.
I definitely
None of us
wasn't.
were.
I
None
was
of
the
us
only
were.
one.
Except Tommy.
It was just
That was
me.
like 7 years before me.
Yeah.
I think it's in good condition.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's very good.
If you go to my grandma's house, there's just mooses everywhere. Just mooses.
Yeah.
On
Is it mooses or meese?
Moose.
Yeah.
Moose is plural. Moose is plural of moose.
Yeah,
I don't want to say
good.
there's moose everywhere. That sounds weird.
We're everywhere.
It does sound weird.
Hey, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
Any final thoughts before we get out of here?
Give us transfer information. Give us transfer.
Yes.
We need transfer.
Yes.
We
rumors.
played that.
If not, we're
played
gonna.
with that.
If not, then we're just gonna keep. I mean, we're just gonna have to keep focusing on the mustache, and I don't want to do that.
Tyler,
Or we
final
could also
thoughts?
talk about the U.S. men's national team coming to Atlanta in March.
Oh yes, I forgot about that.
Mhm.
Oh man, against
I put it in the chat down below. I put
yeah.
it in our private chat.
I saw it. I forgot. I'm sorry.
We're
Against
acting like we
Belgium.
didn't have notes for this show.
Yeah.
This show has gone off the rails. It's okay.
No, against Belgium and Portugal. I totally forgot to mention that. It'll be the 18th match for Atlanta United season ticket holders. So a big warm up for the United States as they get ready for the World Cup coming up in 2026. Belgium and Portugal, two of the top teams in the world. We'll see if Ronaldo is part of Portugal. I imagine he'll
I think he will be.
quote unquote tweak his knee before they play and not show up. But we'll see. They're two formidable opponents for the United States, and they'll be coming to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in March as part of their sort of send-off series, I guess. I don't know if this is the official send-off series, but in the build-up to the World Cup. So very exciting. Two more tremendous matches coming to Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I'm excited. Hopefully we will be there covering it. But yeah, guys, it's getting closer to World Cup and excited to have it in their backyard. And then there's Atlanta United, which we'll talk about as well.
They're coming.
Hopefully they're more
Yes.
exciting too. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully they're more excited in 2026. But yes, I think that covers all of the topics that we had essentially planned for this episode. Unless
Yeah.
there's something else I forgot.
No, I think next week will be busier. You know, I mean, look, here's the thing.
Hopefully.
Atlanta over the past month has been focused on two things, and that is the NWSL team and the World Cup,
Yeah.
and rightfully so. So there are things happening with the club, with Atlanta United, that we'll talk about soon, I'm sure. But we have, as a show covering soccer in Atlanta, we have a lot more to talk about than we used to, which is a blessing. Super, super awesome. So yeah, I mean, NWSL on scribesandspikes.com, that is a thing. The World Cup on scribesandspikes.com, that is going to be a very big thing. So yeah, I mean, we've got tons going on. And like you said earlier, MLS Cup coming up. So we have MLS Monday as well, Vancouver, Miami. We've talked with Jake Ziven. That'll be coming out soon. We've talked with Vancouver Whitecaps folks. That'll be coming out. We are working it out.
That's already out.
That is out, yes. We are working it out with Chris from the Battered Herons as we speak to get that recording done and pushed out. Tommy is struggling next to
We'll
me,
make it happen.
trying to figure everything out.
I'm getting yelled at in text from him.
It's all right. It's all right. Tell him, hang on, pump the brakes. I get it. He's busy though. He's got a lot going on. But we do have another giveaway going on that we were going to announce today. Thing is kind of been pushed back a little bit. Y'all go on the social media, all of it.
The social media.
The social media.
Man.
Like
Everywhere.
48-year-old boomer.
Everywhere.
Anyway, go check out that contest entry. We're just going to give that away kind of separately, probably coming up on MLS Cup. And then we'll have the Christmas show on the 17th.
Yeah.
And also, go get one of these. That is a banger. I got to say, I am proud of this. Look at that whiskey glass.
Yeah.
And you can get 10% off right now on the website.
Yeah.
So scribesandspikes.com, go to the store. But it's solid. I'm proud of it. Anyway, carry on.
Proud of you guys. I'm proud of you guys.
I'm proud of you for making the trip to DC.
I know. I know. I'm excited.
To the
Plenty of
Hornet
coverage on
Fest itself.
scribesandspikes.com.
You got to figure your way through buses and trains and everything.
It's like less than 10 minutes from the airport, so I'll be good.
I like to imagine that you were going to the nation's capital and there's going to be intrigue and suspense and drama and spies and thrillers. So don't take that away from me, Sydney.
I hope not. Although
I hope so.
Although I didn't realize this, but the Kennedy Center is right next to the Watergate Hotel. So
see,
it's a nice little, nice little history lesson for you people.
There you go. I expect a full book and documentary by the time you return.
I'll work on it. I'll call them All the President's Men or something like that. I think that might be a good name for it. What do you guys think?
As long as you're wearing a monocle and you've gone to a haberdashery in the meantime.
Yeah. Oh man, we're all over the place now.
Hey, that's part of the game.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's December.
Yeah. Tyler, where are you on social media?
ATL Pilgrim on everything.
Tommy.
I'm everywhere. Tommy ATL 96.
Henry.
At HA Higita on Twitter and Blue Sky, at HA_Higita on Instagram.
I'm SH Wright on X, SH Wright on Blue Sky, SH.soccer on Instagram and Threads, scarvesandspikes.com, facebook.com/scarvesandspikes, patreon.com/scarvesandspikes. You'll find us on social, find us everywhere. Thanks as always for watching and listening. Thanks for joining us. We do appreciate it. We'll be back this weekend for the MLS Cup watch along on YouTube. Back on Monday with a recap of MLS Cup. Of course, a whole lot more from the World Cup draw in Washington, D.C. Thanks, everyone.
I have a question. Okay. I thought we were gonna go to there we go. Anyway, all right. I have a question. So we bought a replacement robot vacuum for our house.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
it's like you got a robot?
Yeah, we have a few technically, but all right. So Rosie was the name of the one before. All right, Jetsons.
Oh.
It was cool. It was kind of a leftover name from my in-laws who gave us this robot, but she died shortly thereafter, joining our house. So we have now bought a replacement, and I need a name for the replacement. The top 3 right now are Bruce, because this is a shark vacuum. So Bruce from Finding Nemo, right? All right, cool.
Mhm.
Deep cut. There is Clean Elizabeth, and then there is Clean Latifah.
Clean Latifah.
Yeah,
Clean Latifah.
but it doesn't have to be those. Like, if y'all got a banger, let
Oh.
me know.
Go to ChatGPT. Type it in.
I thought about it, but I want like,
You need to be original.
yeah.
You have to go to ChatGPT to name your robot vacuum cleaner.
Oh, you can do it for
Then,
everything
then
else, right?
society's cooked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, it's cooked. Society's cooked. If you,
Omar said,
hey, Grok, tell me what I should name my vacuum cleaner. Jeez. Ah.
Team Rosie was the name before. Like, Rosie, unfortunately, has passed to the great beyond.
But Rosito.
You know, when I
Gotta
was
close to
younger, when
Rosie
I used to
too.
watch the Jetsons, I kind of
All about the Falcons because they suck.
Wow. Oh no!
End
Replace
it.
me. Move me out of the way between Tommy and Sydney. I need to be watching this fight go down.
No, I mean you could get it, but then it wouldn't work in January.
Hey, at least we're playing in January.
We call it
so
Buffalo Bills.
Neither
You know,
here nor there, though.
just send the thing.
All right, well, this went high and right real quick. I just wanted a name for my freaking robot,
Say high and
guys.
right.
Thank
It's not,
you.
you don't say high and right to the Bills fan.
Sydney's ready to go to DC.
All right, Dyson it is.